Thank you very much, friends. Thank you for joining and welcome to our Sunday gathering, Sunday English Kli gathering as one. Today, August 23rd. That's amazing. We're even closer to our Congress in October. Thanks to the Creator. And we extend our gratitude to the guests today, to the ARPU team, and to all of you, friends. We have 59 friends at this point. Please call your tents, let them know that we are gathering. This is one of the most important opportunities we have to strengthen our connection during the week after our morning lesson. And thanks to all the friends who make this gathering possible. Please, let's remember that every effort that we make today and every day to unite strengthens our connection, our common vessel, and bring us one step closer to revealing the Creator among us. For that, let's go with our opening intention. Please go ahead with our opening intention. Thank you.
Thanks, John. From Baha Salam, one cannot raise oneself from one's circle. Hence, one must nurse from one's environment, that he has no other way except through Torah and much work. Therefore, if one chooses for oneself a good environment, he saves time and efforts, since he is drawn according to his environment. John?
Thank you, Richard. Thank you very much for that beautiful and powerful opening intention. Dear friends, again, welcome to our gathering today as we continue moving together towards our October Congress. We want to use every gathering from now on to strengthen our common preparation, our connection, and our desire to come to the Congress as one man with one heart, one Kli, one common deficiency. Today, we are very happy to have a special list of guests, as you saw in the invitation, who will help us focus even more deeply on this preparation and in our inner work that can bring us closer together. Let us open our hearts, listen through the connection between us, and try to take this opportunity and try to take from this meeting everything that we can to help us strengthen the English Kli on the way to the Congress. With great joy, let us welcome at the beginning our special guest. As you saw, it's a special team that is working behind the scenes to make possible for many friends to come to the Congress, to make it easier, to include everything and everyone that is necessary for us to be together. And this is the kids program led by Sarah Knox and Ruth Abraham. Please, friends, keep in mind if you have any questions about that, this is the opportunity. Prepare your questions. These great friends are leading the program for the kids, so friends who have kids will be certain that we are all together in this, and they can bring their kids, and we can. There won't be any obstacle. So for that, please, let's welcome Sarah Knox and Ruth Abraham. These great friends, go ahead, and friends, prepare questions for them. Go ahead, Sarah and Ruth.
Hi, friends. Thank you so much for having us here and for opening your ears and your hearts. So this is a very exciting point in time for all families and really the society that Rav and Rabash dreamed about building. I know we have many friends that are new from the last 6 years or so that may not know that in all the years prior to that, we always had a very robust and strong kids program at the Congress. And we are very excited that this October we are officially bringing it back. Last year we had sort of like a mini beta test again, but it was mostly because it was so last minute. It was mostly our local friends and children that know each other very well because we still have a regular program. They meet up. We're together at every Congress. But we're very excited to have everybody from North America and outside. We know we have a lot of friends coming from abroad as well. So for anybody that doesn't know, we've had now for 7 years, we're on our 7th year of a North American kids program that we meet every Sunday. It actually just finished right now. Some of our instructors are here, Vlad, Tim, Julian. We have really great friends who support this and are really dedicated to the growth of the next generation. So we've just started the preparation. So it's anybody that wants to join our team. We are more than happy to have any help that we can get in any way. That includes just volunteering at the actual Congress. Basically, we're going to be on site with you guys, but in a separate location, just a few minutes away. So we are really going to have our own kids Congress of our own. We'll have a lot of friends obviously coming to support us in different ways. We'll have music, we'll have all kinds of really exciting and fun programming for our teen kids, for the older kids, for the youth that are really learning leadership and really learning a little bit more about what our organization is about. And then we have a program for younger children, which is from about 5 to 6 until about 10 or 11. And that will be a full-on program that parents can largely drop their children off, although this is a collaboration between the management team and the parents and the children, obviously. So all parents that bring their kids will be playing a part. So we definitely want to hear from you sooner than later. There will be an official welcoming letter to anybody that registers with their children. If you've already registered with your children, you will get one once it's approved. That will come out hopefully this week. And I think Ruth is going to talk just for a couple of minutes about what we're looking for in terms of collaboration. And then we can share our contact information.
I don't know. Okay, can you hear me? Because my earphones aren't working on my phone.
Yes.
Okay, thank
Yes.
you.
Now we
First of
can hear
all,
you.
I want to say really thank you, like, for this opportunity. I missed you all dearly, and I'm being pushed to come to North America this year, and I'm so grateful for that because I really missed North America, and you're all so great. And Sarah told me a lot about the Congress that happened last year, how they got the kids program together, and I heard all the updates about it after that happened. And so I'm very, very happy to be part of this team. And it's not just Sarah and I, there's already, like, a very dedicated team behind us. And like she said, the more the merrier. So whoever wants to participate and volunteer, there's going to be lots of duties there. And we're building 2 full-scale programs. Like Sarah mentioned, it will be like between 5 to 6 to 11, 12. And then we have the 11, 12 to 16, maybe there'll be 17-year-olds, and we're going to integrate the leadership, also mentoring into there. It's going to be a full-scale program because we have 3 days, which is very exciting. So we're going to build them an entire environment. It's a very big space we have, so we'll be able to accommodate all the different age groups, of course, including parents with toddlers, small children. But we will have structured guidelines that we'll be sending out to everyone. And also for parents with smaller children, we want to make a WhatsApp group for them so that they can support each other. And if they will have a guardian that wants to replace their while watching over the smaller children, then so that they have time, they can join the convention. But we want it to be participation full-scale collaboration with the parents so that they're helping each other. And then we have the two programs that we're working with the younger children and like into the teen years. They're full-scale programs. We'll be eating together in a separate area and everything. And each age group will also have their own space. It's a lot of programming. It's a lot of planning. It's a lot of work, but it's totally worth it, you know, because we're building there a connection, a very loving, kind, a connected environment, which, you know, the power of the environment. So, I mean, that's the most important thing. So, yeah. I think that's it for now. We don't have any time. So, you know, all the questions you can send out to us and you'll get the letters and all the updates. But what I want to say, so I'm taking one more minute. It's very important, like as soon as possible, parents that have children and they want to sign up, if the earlier we know how many children we're going to have in the age groups, and it will be easier to plan because we have a lot of programming to do. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Sarah, and thank you.
Sorry,
Go ahead.
John, I just wanted to say that if you have any questions or that you want to volunteer or anything, you can send us an email at bbnakids@gmail.
BBNA kids
bbnakids@gmail.com.
Okay, that's great. Thank you very much, Sarah and Ruth. A big thank you for the kids program team and everyone behind this wonderful effort. Another obstacle that we together in our connection overcome. So every friend will have the opportunity to join. And we truly appreciate all the time, love, creativity, and care that you put into creating something meaningful for our kids, for the new generation. And thank you to every friend who contributed and helped make this possible. Amazing work behind Friends. A big hug to you. Friends, just to spark the spirit before we start with the next guest, we're gonna share and remind a beautiful about the preparation and our efforts with a beautiful clip that Amy and some friends prepare. So we're gonna share that. Robert, I will share this. So let's spark the spirit for 1 minute, friend. Let's go.
Love your ten as yourself. Enter the 10. 10 into 1 is how we will find love. Enter the 10. Melt into the center and an all to above. Enter the 10. We thank the light surrounding for giving us a show. Enter the 10. Forget yourself and enter the 10. All qualities equally mingling in a circle. Enter the 10. We rise above the ego for the sake of his contentment. Enter the 10. We have the rap, we have the books, we have so many perfect friends. Enter the 10. Forget yourself and enter the 10. Enter the 10. Forget yourself and enter
That's great. Thank you very much, friends. Hope we spark a little bit the spirit of this meeting. When we remember memories, we live again. So these were memories from the last Congress, and thanks to the team who created this wonderful video clip. Friends, great. We have 126 friends who joined. Thank to all of you who put apart all the commitments during this Sunday to make this gathering possible, to welcome our special guest, as we saw earlier, thanks to the kids program as well. And right now we have a very special team who is working behind the scenes to have everything ready for our Congress. We want to thank and take this moment to recognize and thank our content team. Behind every gathering, there is a great deal of thought and preparation, as we saw before, teamwork that goes into building the content that will help us connect, focus, and move together towards our common goal. So at this point, let me see, we have the content team. We have giant friends helping us today to understand more what's going on. We have Gianni, Marcos, Leo, Mike Kellogg, Haim, and I think someone from New York too as well. So thank you, great friends. Please go ahead with your material in regards with the Congress team. Go ahead, friends. Thank you.
Right. So Tom Davidis will speak from New York too. I will not be speaking today. I want the rest of the friends who are involved with creating the content. The task is enormous. We have to create it basically from scratch, except for 3 hours that belong to the whole world Kli. And one of those days we have to lead them. We are creating basically a Congress from out of nothing, kind of something like something out of nothing. Existence from absence, basically that's what it is. But we have great friends, like John said. And this year, the content team will not be creating content. It will be overseeing the creation of content. So we are going to need the participation of all of you guys. Please recruit your tens and join in the party to create content. The friends will now speak and you'll see exactly what they do, and they'll tell you exactly what they need. And this is your chance to really harness yourselves and your friends to the task and really get involved with the Congress 2 months ahead of time. It's a rare opportunity for participation, for preparation. So without further ado, who should we begin with? Why don't we do it with Tom? And then guys, just you call out the name of the next guy, okay?
Thanks, Haim. Yeah, we really don't have a lot of time, too. It's already the end of August. It's kind of crazy. And yeah, 2 months will fly by. And like Haim was saying, at this point in time, the content is yet to be created. What we do have is the general theme of the Congress, which is agenda of the Assembly, and then each day what it's going to be. So there's the Thursday will be on the greatness of the Creator. Saturday or Friday rather is going to be on scrutiny and prayer, and then Saturday will be on gratitude. And what are we responsible for? So there are 3 to 4 lessons. I guess we're still determining if we're going to do a lesson on Wednesday. We're going to figure that out. But for right now, there are definitely 3 lessons that North America is responsible for, and 1 lesson that's going to be that we're going to be giving to the whole world Kli broadcast. So it's a major responsibility. It's a huge deal, and we need a lot of time, to figure this out. So what we're going to be doing is going to be identifying the tens that are going to be leading these lessons. And I guess what are we looking for? We're looking for huge tens. We're looking for this is a major role. It's very important, and we want tens that I think, right off the bat, the first thing that we're looking for is a 10 that the majority of your 10 is going to be at the Congress. So physically at the Congress, we're not going to be having virtual tens give lessons. Physically we want the tens to be there. So um, that's where we're going to be. That's, I think, the first entry, the first barrier to entry, which is, your 10 will be at the Congress, or at least the majority of your 10. Um, so in this coming week, we want to be able to have those tens identified and locked in so that you can have ample time to start building your lesson, building your content. Um, New York 2 and New York 3, we had the great opportunity to in the Israel Congress last year to lead a lesson. And what we found was you need a lot of time to do it. One, you need to find time where everyone can gather, so coordination is a big thing. Um, but on top of that, like Chaim was saying, it's other than the general topic for the day, there's no content. So you know what the topic of the day will be, and then from there, it's determining what will the lesson look like. Is there going to be, what article are you going to use? What maybe clips from different recorded lessons would you want to bring in? Would it be a whole recorded lesson and then, after that there'll be scrutiny of the article or scrutiny of through workshops? There's a million different ways that it can go. And what we found too from building the lesson for the Congress that we did, when you open up an article by Rabash or Bal Salam, those articles are infinitely deep. So there are many scrutinies that can be made from it. And the further that you start talking, the more you start talking about it, the deeper you get into it. I mean, it's a certain way to it's a very special way to feel very connected to the material in a way that you don't normally get, because you have this responsibility on top of it that this is leading to a lesson that you're going to be giving to inspire the friends to really be that anchor point for the Congress, because these lessons are, there's a lot of different events in a lesson, I mean, in the Congress, but the lesson, they're foundational. From there, it's where we really lock in, we really connect, we really draw the light, and that is the fuel that lifts up all the other events of the Congress. Um, so we're very excited. We're very excited to work with the tens, and in the capacity of more like organizing and being there for questions, But once we determine which tens are going to be doing it, there will be on the ten to organize themselves, to find the content, and to start building that lesson. But I'm really excited for who is going to be doing this, because I know from experience that is nothing like it. As soon as you start working on the lesson, that's when the Congress begins. It's like you'll project 2 months ahead into Lake George, and you're already there. It's like you're living the Congress as you're building the lesson. It's phenomenal. So I'm very excited for that, and yeah, so I just wanted to give that. So this week, I'm hoping that we'll have locked in those tens who are going to be taking on this great responsibility, and a great way to serve the friends, serve the Congress. So, Kaim, and I'll pass it to Gianni.
Yes, friends. And besides the lessons and meals that we're going to be in, we have like 4 more hours per day that we need to continue the integration and the spiritual connection between us. And so we have a lot to plan. And as Haim said, this is really not a centrally planned Congress with a content team. We should all feel like we're going to build this Congress. We want to live through it together now before we even arrive. But the part that I'm kind of just helping to organize, we have a team of 17 that have formed over the last week. And we're actually meeting right after this. And this is for the World Kli time and the Congress Village time and the bonfire, these type of gatherings that are outside of lessons and meals. And so we need a lot of ideas for this. How are we going to counterpoint? You know, we're in a lesson, we're in a meal. What do we do to continue building this hisaron between the tens, between the friends? Because this Congress is really about discovering and feeling what the North American Kli is. We're all in our tens. We're made up of, you know, dozens of strong tens. What does that integration look like? What kind of light, what kind of hisaron can we draw in the integration between these tens? So that's our part, basically everything that is besides the lessons and the meals. And Leo, if you want to add anything.
Sure. Yes, thanks, Gianni. First of all, I think it's a little more than 4 hours. Plus, there will be some overlap with some of the other teams as well. I just wanted to say that this team that Gianni and I are working with is actually not a 10. It's already made of friends from all over North America. So it's already living the dream of incorporation between tens, between friends. We have on this team, I'll just go through the names just so you know. We have Fisher, assuming he's going to be out of his pajamas in time for the Congress. Dree, where's that? Nika, Vlad Chamailov, Adam Tucker, Amanda Green, Eugene Mirovsky, Lema, Mary. Well, Mary's in the production team. Seth Brightman, Vitali, Shanley Daskin, friends from all over the country. Really, that's just beautiful that we get to for some of the veteran friends who remember the North America Congresses, we get to sort of shake up some of those regime of working together. But now doing this out of this new place where each of us also has a 10. So what does that look like? How do you work with friends when you have a 10? When the 10 is your sort of most intimate spiritual organ, and now we have to start forming these other ties. This could be the beginning of something truly great that we haven't felt before. And I want to make sure that every friend here understands that this team is potentially going to call up on any one of you on your tens or on friends who come with you to the Congress to lead one of the items during the Congress. We have all kinds of things. I'm just going to drop a few ideas while the team is finalizing who's doing what and when. But we're talking about doing on Thursday a Congress Village where tens could have these either booths or area of activity where each ten can bestow to the friends who are coming, so we can get to feel each other's tens and where we come from. It could be activities, games, connection to the sources, connection to, I don't know, a good cup of coffee, whatever it is that you want to make, that you want to give as a gift to the friends. We're talking about having a gathering of friends, Yeshivat Chavarim for men and Yeshivat Chavarot for women on Friday, followed by a barbecue and a bonfire. And a few other things, there's hikes, there's all kinds of activities together that we're planning. It's going to be the best framework to connect the hearts, to draw the light, to aim it all at the Creator, and to form a new vessel. So it's super amazing, exciting, all those big words that you guys know. I'm sure you're feeling it. Chaim. Who's next, Chaim? Who should I? Meal team?
No,
Meal
I
and
think
YH?
it's Marcos.
Marcos. Yeah, sure, Marcos. And then
Okay,
Grisha.
great. And then Grisha? Okay.
Yeah.
Mike too, no?
Not Grisha, Mike.
Sorry,
Uh,
Mike, right.
Mike, yeah. First, it's great to see you all friends. I just want to say more generally, it feels like the moment you meet with the first team that you meet with in relation to the Congress already begins. And that's really the whole idea of these Congresses, that it helps us connect. The Congress isn't what just takes place at the end of October. It's what happens at every single meeting we do between us, at every single thought on how to serve the friends, on any connection we do with the friends towards it. And it's just an amazing opportunity. It's an amazing feeling. I'm loving working with the friends and seeing the friends and hearing the friends. Every single moment of it is just amazing. And it feels like the Congress is already happening from that very first connection we make between us, whether it's working with the content team or awakening team or the meals team or Yeshivat Chaverim team. It's all really all a go. I also want to mention this because soon also Mike will put it out there. But this week, what we have to understand as well, it might seem like it's far away as if it's the end of October. But if we're talking about the content for the Congress and getting it ready, all the lineups already have to be finished by the end of September, because you have to understand there's lots of logistics involved, production from the end of September onwards for that next month. It goes from the ready-made lineups to getting ready for production. So it's not really that much time when you think about it. And September's a big month. People go back to work in many places. School kids go back to school. There's holidays, etc. So one thing I know in terms of teams I'm working with now, there's the Yeshivat Chaverim team, which is Florida and New York, who have come together to work on that. And there's also the meals team, which you'll hear from soon with Mike and the Midwest 10. They're the ones overseeing they're not running the things themselves. They're going to be the overseeing support of all the tens that will be running these things. So we need tens. This week is the week when we're closing all the tens, all the ones who are going to participate in actually running things at the Congress. It's all going to be closed. It has to be closed this week. So it's an important week right now, because now we're closing who's actually going to be working on what. So we have tens already who have reached out as well for meals, for Yeshivot Chaverim, for lessons too. But there's still more slots available, or possibly more slots, because the schedule might even change as well. There might be more Yeshivot Chaverim. In short, the main thing is that if your 10 wants to participate, not just to wait to be called out to participate, but want to take an active role and to really get on board, this is the week to really close in, decide on it. Reach out to the Arvut team and just say, look, our 10 wants to participate. You could either say we want to run a meal or a Yeshivat Chaverim or a lesson, or you could just say that we want to run something and let the content team and the meal team or the Yeshivat Chaverim team work it out to see which 10 is suitable for what. Because these 10s need to be closed by the end of this week, more or less, so that you can already get working to create the events and create the Congress. And I think once we get all the 10s in place and everyone really working and thinking and moving into that mode of connecting around the Congress in the meetings and between the meetings, thinking about how to serve the friends, then it really brings along a great spirit. And I'm really happy to be working on this together with you all, and also happy to be working with Mike. Mike, go ahead.
Thanks, Marcos. I'm so glad to be here with you guys. This is just an amazing period. It's an amazing time. And I have to tell you, probably the greatest surprise I ever had at any Congress was the very first one that I went to many, many years ago. It was not that I got to see Rob personally or my friends that I had met online, or to listen to all this incredible content with lessons, but it was that I got to actually experience how special it was to work with friends and to come together, unite together for this common cause that becomes very real all of a sudden, as opposed to just philosophical. This time around, it's absolutely amazing. I feel very fortunate that I get to work with the meal team and the meal content. And what it's really all about, it is about a very, very special job that we have, and it's unique because you have some, like the lesson prep group, that's importance of the goal that they have to make sure that you have in the lesson. And in one area you might have guard duty or kitchen duty, where you get to actually work for the friends and they don't know a thing what you're doing, but you're getting to work with them. And then there's also the gift night, and we spoke about that a minute ago, towards this expression of your own 10 and how it goes. But in this particular area of the meal content, it combines all three. First of all, it's a huge challenge, because what are people doing? The very first thing that we have to see is their eating. That is their gut. It's one of the most basic things you can do biologically, right? And you can actually lose importance of the goal for that. So boy, howdy. This is where one of the most important things is that we can provide that ways to that our friends can still feel the importance of the goal as they're eating. As Rob said, the meal is one of the most important things that we do. Along with that, we get the opportunity to work for the Friends. We're doing all of this for them and to be able to really, really focus outward instead of inward. And the last is you at the same time get to express your 10 because you're the one that's developing the content for them. And some of it might be joyful, some of it might be serious, some of it might be passionate, some of it might be quiet and introspective. But all of these things come together. So this is really what we do, this type of development and what we're after for the meal content team. It's a great privilege, and I'm very thankful for it. At the same time, we still have about 5 or 6 slots open. I invite you to come in, join with us. We certainly, and by the way, you don't have to limit just to the meal content team just because you're on another team. You can also experience that as well and take a meal. So we most certainly would love to see each and every one of you to be able to participate with us and enjoy this incredible opportunity to serve the Friends. And I'm not sure who else has spoken, Marcos.
I think that's what we have. Go ahead, Marcos. Go ahead.
No, back to Chaim.
Yeah, so all those friends you just heard now are not the content builders. They are responsible for categories, for the YHs, for the meals, for the cultural events, for the lessons. The friends who will actually be building the content are you. All of you who volunteer, who want to take part in this. So really, this will be a Congress that we are building. Whatever we make of it, this is what it will be. So let's all join in. Give our hands to each other and get to work. Let's start the Congress now. L'chaim.
L'chaim. Thank you very much, Chaim. And let's take this opportunity to, express gratitude to the content team for all their efforts. As Chaim says, these friends are leading the process, but there's, as Leo mentioned, many friends from all over North America. Thanks to those friends. Thanks to you for the guidance, for supporting other tens who will help lead us through the creative process of creating our own content. Thanks to you for your work. This will give us a common direction and will help us move forward together as one Kli, one heart. Thank you, friends. Thanks for your efforts. And as Gianni said, let's discover ourselves what the North American Kli is through this process. Thank you very much. Okay, friends. Now, just to let you know that we still have we can go over a few minutes after 11:30 if you allow us. So we don't have anything programmed in the Arbut system. Let's go with the next item that we have. As Zohar mentioned in one of the past meetings. First of all, a huge l'chaim to all of you. 134 friends connected. What a great sample of connection. Thank you very much, friends. Thanks to you all. Okay, as Zohar mentioned a few meetings before, there's a new Congress manager position, and there's a giant friend who was appointed to that position. So, dear friends, we want to take this moment to warmly welcome John Clausen, our new Congress manager. As we move together towards the Congress, we are very happy to have John joining us in this important role, helping us coordinate and prepare for this special event. So, John, we wish you great success in this new responsibility. You have the full support of all the friends, and we look forward to working together as one Kli to make this Congress truly meaningful and unifying. So welcome, John. We're very happy to have you. Go ahead, great friend.
Thank you, John. Hopefully you can hear me.
Yes.
Yeah, this is an amazing, it's going to be an amazing Congress. It already is. And in my perspective, my first Congress was back in New Jersey in, I think, 2019. And I just showed up and it enjoyed everything. And this perspective now of seeing how much work goes into the Congress and how much what I'm inspired by just what I heard today, but also, Zohar, Michelle, and I have been meeting with all the different teams and all the different groups daily, weekly, and the amount of excitement and the amount of dedication that the Friends are pouring into this Congress is unbelievable. It is going to be amazing. The place is amazing in and of itself, where we're going to be hosting this. But what makes it really, really special is all the work that goes into it. And as Chaim and Gianni and others have said, this is our Congress, right? We will make it what we will. And from what I've seen so far, it's going to be really, really special. And if there's one thing I could say is, if you're thinking of going, register. If you don't know, that's okay. Go to the registration form. If you don't have it, have a friend give it to you. But you could sign up. You don't have to pay. If you need help, you want to do Help Haver, then you can do that as well. Just put it in. You don't have to pay any money, but just take that first step, because the more people we have, the more connection we have, the more love we're going to feel, and the greater we are going to be able to serve the Creator and serve the Friends. So I'm just really excited as to what it's going to be. I appreciate everyone's support, and the Friends are amazing. That's all I got to say right now, John, because I'm driving, but I'm really looking forward to it. L'chaim.
L'chaim, friends. Friends, any questions you have for these great friends? Just one. Any questions? Okay, friends. Anyways, Sarah Knox already gave us one email. Send your questions about the kids program. And Mike Kellogg told us there's still spots available for this Congress team. So please join if you want, if you can, no matter if you are in another team. So friends, I'm very happy. 134 friends at this point. A big thank you to all of you who joined us today. A special thank you to the guests, the kids program team, the content team, and our new manager, John Clausen, for being part of this gathering and helping strengthen our common preparation. Let's continue carrying this connection into our tents and into every action we make towards the Congress for the next week, for the next 8 weeks, because we are 8 weeks away from the Congress. We have 8 weeks to go. But in our hearts, in our preparation, we know that we are already in Congress. Let's keep building the common Kli, strengthening one another, and moving forward together as one. So with love and gratitude from the Sunday English Gathering Committee as well, let's go with our closing intention. Please go ahead, and then with a song. Go ahead, please. Closing intention, friend.
Thanks, John. From Baha Salam, all the praise and spirit depends on the choice of the environment. Robert?
Con alegría en mi ser, el viejo mundo está sepultado en el ayer. Hoy viviré, con la certeza de que hacia atrás no volveré, porque ahora un mundo nuevo ha de florecer, y en otorgamiento tendrá que ser. Nuevo mundo ha despertado al no pensar solo en nosotros otra vez. Miles de amigos conectados, rezando juntos por el mundo a la vez. Al morir, hoy pediré. La 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 la. ונעשה לו נחת רוח לבורא. אתה תראה או תגלה שכל הרצונות של החבר יאספו בתוכך לבקשה שתעלה אל הבורא. כי בערבות הדתית הזו כל אחד רוצה רק טוב עבור כולם, והוא איתם. היא עוד תשלים את כל החסרונות וכל המציאות שלך עוד תתמלא. אז בוא תראה
and great friends. Thank you very much. Have a nice week. See you
Hi,
next time.
friends.
Thank you very much.
Bye, friends.